testing testing。OK， 好耐冇直播過啦，都係新年。咁其實都放咗幾日假嘅，玩咗幾隻 game，終結者啦，9日啦，已經補返啲杯啦。呢隻就好簡單啦，略高 LEGO 嘅地平線大冒險，仲有 Easy Mode 添。其實我想玩返呢個勇者鬥龍3 XG 2D Remake 嘅，咁其實都好近㗎啦，唔係爭好多。填滿怪物嘅清單啦，同埋黃金金幣紀念章啦。呢個係揾返啲怪物啦，都係啲收藏，主要都係收藏，但係好似冇乜動力。咁就見到有隻新嘅喺 PS5 Store， 有啲似芬尼克斯嘅，如果冇記錯。咁咪試下啦。哦，得簡體字啊！字幕背景純色啦，大啊，自動播放對話都好啊，就咁。哇！咦，有冇影響嘅呢？頂，玩住正常先啦。
The Enclave was once the heart of magical development and trade for practitioners of magic all across the Maida Basin. Not all weavers claimed it as their home, but those that did built a legacy of progress, constructs, and innovation, the likes of which have not been seen since the Surge almost half a century ago, when a cascade of arcane disasters racked the Maida, and without warning, the Enclave sealed itself away behind a magical wall known as the Veil. Rich and powerful leaders were wounded and killed. Decades of war broke out. Every nation suffered an economic collapse. The world is calmer now, but magic has been shunned, taking the blame for decades of unrest. Weavers remain pariahs to this day. Most places tolerate us if we don't stay too long. While some weavers remember what it was like before the Surge, I've never known a time when weavers had a home. I chose this life years ago, but I'd be lying if I said it has lived up to all I hoped it would be. Still, my luck might be changing. A few weeks ago, I began travelling with a new weaver band. Now, they've brought me here, where it all began.
冇諗啊！哇！啲公仔
Thanks. Bryn, over here.
哇，英人。
What do you think? When no one's been this close in years. The base is shrouded in tangles. Weavers have known about this safe zone in the Vale's shadow for decades, but no one has found a route into it. Until now. You have no idea what I had to do to puzzle out this passage.
I definitely want to hear that story later.
My hope is that we're going to find artifacts from the Enclave itself deeper into the shadow. I'll stay to oversee the camp setup. Why don't you take the preliminary scouting expedition?
Really?
Of course. It's important for the other weavers to see how you do in the field. The map I bartered for in Tarza suggests there's a watchtower deeper into the valley. Shouldn't be too far from where we are.
That's my first landmark, then?
Yes. It should help us get our bearings before we start the search for the Strand Road. And if you make any discoveries, that will endear you to the band.
For sure. I'd love to find my footing with the rest of them.
I'll act as the watcher on the scry and pull you back if anything gets too dangerous. Just steer clear of the tangles. Any questions before you head out?
The Strand Road?
A famous trade route into the Enclave that led straight to Denevron. The hub for bartering magical goods. Before it's been completely submerged by tangles, unfortunately. Still, if we can get any closer to that passage, we will find rare artifacts lost in the surge.
I know the scry is a standard device across weaver bands, but my previous leader, Aaron, didn't really make use of ours.
He sent you on expeditions without it?
I mean, I wore the earpiece, but he didn't exactly stay close to the table at the camp while I was out.
That's incredibly dangerous. I'm surprised you're still alive.
Yeah. Anyway, mind explaining how it works in your weaver band?
When you go on an expedition, you'll wear the earpiece, which allows me to communicate with you and give directions from the scry table. At the table, everyone will be able to watch your expedition and communicate with you as needed. The last, most important function of the scry is that it allows me to use magic to pull you back to camp when your life is in danger.
Right. That clears up anything I needed to know. I'll head to the watchtower.
瞭望塔
Glad to hear it. You can head out then.
面紗第一個任務。
No visuals on the scry. Can you hear me?
I can. Some interference, though.
Must be the tangles. Still, strong enough to pull you out like you practiced. Dom?
I'm on it.
衝刺撳喺度3，好似有寒血。
The veil.
觀察
Even more impressive up close.
呢度去呢邊。冇路呢度。
Just this. Should magnify the enchantment.
Thanks. Got visuals back.
影像恢復
Beautiful.
And deadly. Give them a wide berth. The closer you get to the veil, the thicker they'll become.
Its shadow is believed to be impenetrable.
Until now.
誒，有嘢攞喎。哇！係嘢都打得㗎，係咪咧？係咪有嘢裝備咧？冇。跳！哇！跳咁遠
Power
嘅
is completely frozen.
抬起移動物同埋生物有效嘅目標指示，顯示紅色執筆色沉重，當前無法瞄準，準備 OK。
We should expect enchantments to act strangely this close to the veil.
See those glowing bolts?
哇，咁嘅原來
Infernal alliums. They combust when broken. So if I toss one at the wall, its fire will melt the ice.
Brilliant! Best to use kinetic magic to keep clear of the blast.
Then you should be able to climb.
咁樣燒咗。哦，哇！但係我都着咗火喎，好似。呢度咧？呢度一直去。冇啊！哇！我都着咗火喎。即係點啊？冇乜提示喎。
Perfect. Knowing the watchtower's relative position establishes the distance to the Strand Road. You can come back to... What is that?
Coral. There were rumors of a living mineral that grew deep beneath the Enclave's surface. It seems they were true.
There's more of it in that cave. I could take a closer look.
Too risky to deviate from the plan. First outing was just to reach the watchtower.
This is going well. I say we check it out before finishing the expedition.
Wow.
Beautiful. I've never seen anything like it.
Dan's right about it being a living mineral.
生命礦物質。
Feel it humming with magic.
Wait, I'm losing...
Aurea?
哇！
Grid connections back.
隻大嘅入唔到嚟，隻細喺度。
Is that a drink?
Yeah.
Pulling you out. Need his breath. I knew this was a bad idea.
拉唔到走，
Dom, fix
擋
it.
格。
And Lane have tonics on standby for her return.
sorry。
Good. Head out of the cave so we can get our bearings.
就咁嘅咋，有劍啦，同埋有呢個類似絲綢咁嘅嘢掟出嚟，跟住拉啲嘢過嚟。
It's an ash peak drake.
Quick, your frost
按
magic
住
can
啱
cool
嘅
a
改
path.
變成絲綢哦，冰牆。OK。哇咁。夾硬過
Dark's
嘅。
still working on the scroll, but you need to keep moving. Lane, got anything from the map?
There should be a minor patrol path ahead that loops back to the watchtower. It runs close to the Vale, though.
It's our only option.
I'm on it.
冰箱魔法可以
Aurea,
打。
that drake's acting like...
Let's just focus on getting her back safe.
I'll go back to unpacking the armory.
喂，哇！
Keep moving.
大嘅執走咗隻細嘅，仲有兩隻喺
Damn it,
度。
Hasman was right. That drake is rotting. Erratic flight. Aggressive. It won't stop.
Skies, what do we do?
We get you back to the caravan fast.
翻返去架車度。
Clear line of fire. Good time to use your bow.
bow 用箭。哦，見到抽箭。無限嘅，哇手！哇啲火好勁喎！哇好準喎佢都。哇燒到嚟啊！咁搞嘢嘅喂！腳踢 ，OK， 冇晒氣啊！哇，麻麻地嘅好似，哇，佢燒我，不如用翻劍啦，係。好難用。
If I'm reading the map correctly, following this brook
啲扮野生
should lead to the path
動物喎。
guards used to reach the watchtower prior to the surge.
哦，你，哎呀，哇哇，哎呀，唔係啊，佢冇血啊，冇氣啊，唔係冇血。咁樣㗎，怪怪的，唔係分離黑絲喎，研究下先。
That drake is never far behind. Just keep going.
龍在附近喎，繼續向前喎。哇！用冰咁啊！係呢條路咯，
You're doing great, Bryn. Final stretch.
最後一步喎。
That can't be an ark.
方舟
No one has seen one in almost 50 years, let alone outside the veil.
The Archons never left the Enclave. Still, you need to get. You've got to hold it off. We'll work on an escape plan.
逃跑，佢咪怕冰㗎？等陣先 ，slow， 哇！燒得到㗎喂！咦？
Vitality tonics.
瓜咗喎！ 強制嘅。咦？隔離嗰個蘇醒咗。shelter 有煲酒。
Skies. If this isn't the strangest.
咦，佢走喎。
Hang on, Bryn.
Everything okay back there?
Change of plans, everyone! Back up! You're... What? We're coming to you, Bryn. Follow that arc. We need to go. Now.
哦，啲霧嚟到啦。哇！啲公仔就啲畫風就復古啲啦，喺上面。
Fine, keep moving. Guys, the arc.
哦，出咗嚟。永恆之線啊，好多人嘅。7個人喎有。哦，有個杯。
Has anyone else noticed we're practically sitting on a loom gate?
That can wait, Dom. Aurea, you should be resting. If your wing doesn't heal, our point is out of commission.
That's what I need to address. While my wing recovers, Bryn will take over expeditions as our acting point.
You sure she's ready for all of this?
Bryn did face down an Ash Peak Drake and lived to tell the tale. I think we're in good hands.
Yes. I have every confidence that she will make a great point.
As long as we don't all die here first.
All my life, if I wasn't dreaming about becoming a point, I was working towards it. To do it alongside a renowned weaver band, it's a chance to make history. I won't let you down.
That's the spirit.
Exactly. When we first set out to investigate the Veil's shadow, we had no idea we'd end up here. The Enclave was once a safe haven for all weavers, and the pinnacle of innovation. Since the Veil went up, weavers took the blame for decades of war. Stories that put children to bed preached the evils of our magic, all because of what happened here. We owe it to ourselves and to our brethren across the Maida to find out not just what happened, but why. Maybe then, weavers can find our place in the world again. But first, survival. Bryn, that's you and me. Find me when you're ready. Adjourned.
開闢道路。
The scry. The whole
Simple
band
talk.
gathers around when I'm away from camp. It's nice to have people literally watching my back.
占卜台。哦，咁多嘢嘅喂。製作喎。哦，盾喎。冇料喎。哦，我知啊。哦，任你揀嘅。即係繼續加個人度。哦，OK。爭啲啊！唔夠。添加資源 ，OK。
Sev, how are you holding up?
Oh, fine. I mean, I'm trapped inside a magic bubble that's filled to the brim with life-threatening creatures. Also, left an entire known world behind, and I'll probably never see remnants of my past life again. But, you know, I'm fine.
Well, good to see you're settling in and totally not catastrophizing.
Oh, sure, it's no big deal. It's not like we lack supplies, and we're completely prepared for whatever awaits us.
Sev.
This apprenticeship is turning into more than I signed up for.
That is completely understandable. We're all reeling.
Yeah. You're probably right. Listen, I should get back to helping Sola.
Of course. I'm here for you, Sev. We all are.
Sure. Yeah.
冇啦。佢點嘅？點解呢個度？交談哦，係喎，交談。
You've been busy.
It's a work in progress. Taking stock and all. We lost a lot of gear running for our lives. Speaking of, are you doing okay?
I'm great. This is the opportunity of a lifetime.
A point has to have that kind of attitude.
前鋒啊！
Just be careful. You don't want that lifetime to be cut short. Oh, and listen. We've got your back, okay? All of us. Right now, we need to focus on getting our feet back under us. And you need to get the lay of the land while we do.
Wow, 呢條友乜水啊？
Loom gates must need a massive source of magic to function. Instantaneous transit across hundreds of leagues.
Dom? Hello? Everything okay?
Bryn, you are going to check out the loom gate at some point, right?
Yeah, of course. I'll get around to it.
Good, good. Why it refuses to function is a mystery we must unravel together. A priority.
Not worried about our survival in an unknown land filled with volatile magic like the others?
Details. There is so much to discover, survival will take care of itself. Or Casbin will insist it does, at least. So, our acting point. Is your heart racing at the prospect of traversing these lost lands?
Growing up in Carnhaven, my father told me stories about the Enclave as I fell asleep. It's crazy to think I'm living through what once was just a bedtime story.
Perhaps you'll even become one. We are the first band to cross the Veil in half a century.
I hope history gives our story a more flattering beginning. Not sure I want our tale to start with us tripping over each other as we run from tangles.
With the most daring point to ever live, Bryn of Carnhaven, no one will remember our wobbly entrance.
Thanks, Dom.
Of course. Now, if you'll excuse me, something else is tugging at my attention.
Loom gates.
Loom gates.
冇啦，互動喎。
I wonder how this arc managed to get us through the veil.
方舟呢個就係方舟。
By the looks of it, it was a one-way ticket.
The Enclave built many arcs and other magical constructs. I've never heard of one designed to repel Drake's breath, though.
You think we might find another ark that could help us escape?
Or possibly repair this one? It must be special somehow. As Aurea said, the arcs never left the Enclave, yet this one did.
We know as much as we can from looking at it. Time to start exploring if we want to find answers. Lane, you seem lost in thought. Settling in all right?
Oh, Bryn. Yes, I am. And you? I notice you've been checking in with the others at the camp.
You did? Are you spying on me?
Oh, of course not. It's my vocation to observe. Not just you. Everyone. In fact, if you'd like, I can tell you a little about the others. You are newer to our band, after all.
Sev is relatively new to the team too. Has Sola taken on smithing apprentices before him?
No, she's never had an apprentice before. I don't know how he came to be her apprentice either. No one seems to.
That's a little odd, isn't it?
Not really. Typically, Ram are very secretive, culturally speaking. Sev may remain an enigma. I wish he would open up, though. I'd like to learn more about his people.
Before joining, I knew Aurea's band was renowned for its top-notch techniques in weaving. Why do you think that is?
To keep a points expedition gear competitive, you need a smith and an enchanter working in perfect harmony. And there's never been a pairing more harmonious than the union of our enchanter, Dan, and our smith, Sola.
They are sweet together.
Did you know Sola is descended from nobility in the Sansa Empire? Shame her family lost their fortune, though I suppose that's why she's so down to earth.
Are both Dom and Sola from Sansa?
No. In fact, Darm hails from Renland, where magic is completely forbidden. I often wonder if Darm's fascination with enchanting would be as obsessive if magic wasn't dogmatically kept from him as a child.
I've travelled with the Weaver Band before, but it wasn't quite as functional as this. What makes this one run so smoothly?
The obvious answer is Aurea. Not only is she a strong point and leader herself, but Her mother is one of the most famous enchantresses of our time. She's grown up surrounded by excellence.
Still, it sounds like a lot to live up to.
If it is, Aurea makes it look easy.
You said Aurea is the obvious answer to this band's success. Is there a not so obvious answer?
Ah, yes. While Aurea runs the field, when it's time for the caravan to move, it's Casmin who takes over. She used to be a quartermaster on the docks of Don Brennig, facilitating relief efforts for the Udean Federation. The speed she can pack a caravan, it's no wonder that Aurea trusts her to take over when it's time to move.
Given that I'm the newest member, how do you think I fit in?
It speaks volumes that Aurea trusts you with taking over the expeditions this soon. I would have thought Casmin might take over in this interim period instead of you.
Casmin?
Up until about 6 months before you joined, Aurea was training her to become her replacement as point. It was going well, then out of nowhere the training ended, and Aurea began searching for a new point. I don't know if it was Aurea's decision or Casmin's, but either way, I suppose it's all for the best. You wouldn't be here otherwise.
Casmin hasn't been the most welcoming towards me.
卡斯文似乎不太歡
I
迎我。
wonder if she could be upset that I'm the new point.
Knowing Casmin, if she has a
公仔。
problem with you, it won't be long before she confronts you about it.
Ah, great. Lane, offering insight about the others is nice, but I came here to talk about you.
Oh, me?
Yeah. Tell me about yourself.
There's not much to know, really. I suppose I'm the typical third child to a second son of a patriarch of a minor mercantile house in Judea.
What?
I've enjoyed the experience of growing up in a family embroiled in feuds so long-standing that no living relative can recall inciting incidents firsthand. At a young age, scholastic endeavours became my escape from the familial turmoil until I could finally leave home, and so on and so forth. Nothing but a classical presentation of third child issues in a Udean mercantile family.
Right. And how are you feeling since we entered the Enclave?
Truthfully, I'm not sure. Nothing's really wrong, but never mind.
You sure? Whatever's on your mind, I'm happy to listen.
Yesterday, entering the Enclave in our lifetime seemed impossible, yet today, here we are. It strikes me as an opportunity that was profoundly easy to miss. That's all. Anyway, thanks for listening.
冇啦，就咁嘅咋？哇，講一大堆嘢喎。與奧利亞交談，計劃下一步行動。OK。加斯文更改裝備。冇啊。點樣更改？都冇。
So after all the legends, this is it. The Enclave.
Legends for you, maybe. Some of us trained under weavers who were born here. Still, it is surreal to see it for myself now. You're going to be out there, exploring. Promise to take it all in for me.
I was made for this, Aurea. Failure hasn't even crossed my mind.
Watch that ego. Overconfidence can come back to smack you in the face. That said, getting smacked in the face is your job from time to time. Just learn from it when you can.
I know. I got this.
Anyway, enough with the sentimentality. For your first expedition, we need to get the lay of the land. Thankfully, Lane Free has an old map of the Enclave to help us get our bearings. It's 60 years old, pre-Surge. No chance it's accurate, but that's where you come in.
I'll update it as I go.
Just below us is Glintwood Hollow, a valley on the outskirts of the Enclave. I've scanned it from the Overlook, and we've got 2 landmarks of note. A second loom gate, and what appears to be a giant statue, possibly an ark.
You can see it from here? Must be massive.
If either is functional, Dome will throw you a party. I'll be with you on the scry. With fewer tangles, we're hoping the connection will be stronger. The path is down by your tent.
I'll head out now.
沿我帳篷旁嘅小路離開營地，開始偵察螢木陰修。呢個
So this is a loom gate. It's taller than I expected.
The Enclave constructed these for transit. Imagine being able to travel leagues instantly. If only it were working.
There's no sign of damage. It just seems inert.
Deactivated, perhaps? Or simply lacking the energy such a powerful enchantment would need.
You'd know better than any of us. If we could get it working, though.
Oh, the possibilities. All the places we could go. Oh, to hold the hand of my most darling wife as we whisked around the Enclave. Metaphorically, of course. The loom gates famously moved people one at a time. Too dangerous otherwise, I imagine.
Hey, focus. If we could travel to other parts of the Enclave, we'd go down in history. It's not even a question. We need to find a way to power the loom gate.
Yes! Bryn, I knew you'd understand. I'll get theorizing right away.
I love seeing him happy.
咦？冇得咩嘅喎？應該呢度。旅行。同我心目中嗰啲餐有啲距離啊，唔係芬尼克斯啊，係有隻咦我要揾嘅方舟喎，應該係。在頭目廣場尋找巨型方舟，喂，兩樣嘢。
No interference from the Enclave.
收皮。
None. The connection is much stronger than outside the Vale.
That's reassuring.
高地鎖定目標。 雖說朝統對，冇咗，可以咁樣落去。哇！哇！佢啲寶箱係點樣去界定嘅呢？冇嘢喎，咁神奇！哦，係有嘅，帶你上咗去嘅。哦，呢啲又比較咦，有個石喺度。哇！咩料？咩料？揾嘢嘅。哇！打唔慢喎。冇，落返去。喂，跌親嘅會。哇！哇！好大個地圖探索喎。有怪。又是方舟。
Arcs were supposed to be used for manual labor. Hostility is strange.
有個波。有冇用？哇！咁大地方。
Fresh water in walking distance of the campsite. I'll set up a purifier for it immediately.
Hindress Brook, aptly named for the spirit of water that flows.
恩德溪前面呢個。 喂，哦，左同右都係嘅。咁樣嘅，喂，喂，哇！資源滿咗。清空背包，哇！咁多嘢，抌咗佢，唔係啩？唔得喎
Creatures could be hard to consume. Any of these plants look edible?
Some will put anything in his mouth if he's curious enough. Whatever he doesn't vomit, we'll eat.
有冇得返去啊？咁樣
Just try not to poison him.
This must be Hydra's lake.
The lakes are still. Why name it after the spirit of flowing water?
喂，擋住先。哦，滿晒。哇，好凍！哇，唔得，好凍，入唔到去。哇，減80啊！走走走！棵樹都斬得㗎。我哋跟返個任務先啦。第二道線門，巨型方舟。 喂，係咪有怪？拱門啊！呢度，咦，有隱形嘅喎，哇，咩料？哇，喂，哇哇喂，哇！死咗！哦，帶走嘅資源。咦？而家喺邊啊？嚇！翻返呢度？第一天，哇咁嘅原來，哇好恐怖啊！呢啲玩法。咩？冇得改裝嘅？哇，好困惑下喎，點搞啊？唔夠打喎又。我即係喺個係咁喺度 loot 啊，喺個版圖度。冇得升嘅，好似麻麻地喎。夜晚佢哇！ 手繪地圖。哇，岩角。
Point. What a beautiful view.
喂，咦？佢自己人打自己人嘅可以？哇！上啦。咁啊，薩爾達傳說又唔係喎。冰啊！哇！哇！哇！哇！哇！
I'm pulling you. Brace for it.
切！咁樣我咁樣幫佢救翻嚟啊！哇！呢啲玩法唔係好啱我噃，研究下先。力藥。係咪直上呢？哇！哎呀，冇晒血，喂，冇晒體力啊！嗰啲寶箱咪冇晒咯，先前攞嗰啲，咪咯。 咦，有個錘仔喎，我見到。點樣上？有怪喎！哇！哇！硫酸嚟嘅喂！哇，好痛啊！喂，有冇 save point 啊？會唔會係呢？誒，到我其中一個師門喎。
Covering the base.
I'll check it out. A lot of debris on the platform. I could clear it with kinetic magic.
What about the loom gate itself? Is it functional?
No sign of life. But see that cloud of raw magic? It's leaking from the broken pipe near the edge of the platform.
So we have two powerless loom gates and a tangle leaking out of an enclave construction. I wonder if Lane still has that treatise we picked up in Tarsa.
And he's gone.
.清理一下，即係點啊？
With the debris gone, this loom gate doesn't appear to be in poor shape at all. Time to check out the Great Arc.
咦，係咪完成咗？完成咗喎！繼續去喎。都係等佢打先。哇！咩料？ 呢個炸咗佢喎，應該要。警告！喂，有嘢喎！哇，好多嘢執喎！
A set of schematics. Tarmakine sliving? Maybe Solo would know.
哦，到咗呢個礦地啊！呢個啊，
I
巨
was
人
right. It is an ark.
方舟
Great one.
It isn't moving. I'll get a closer look.
擒上去。互動
An ark of the stricken earth, I would guess. Any chance you could bring a piece of it back to camp?
Doubt my sword is strong enough.
Then there's not much we can do with this for now. Dom seems to have an idea about the loom gate, at least. 2 enclave constructs. Neither of them functional. Good news. Lane found a shortcut back to our camp for you, and we've got the wisp working.
The wisp?
Watcher's wisp. Channel a little magic into your earpiece. I'll redirect it to guide you from the scry to the shortcut.
捷徑
I see the path.
Good. That should take you to the shortcut.
shortcut 哎呀，跌親啊我！哇，好自由下我都。西方版世達傳說，唔通係 佢剔咗即係咩意思啊？唔明。唔明喎，哎呀！跟佢咯。哇，好痛！喂，又嚟！哇！走走走走走！咁無良，哇！點樣過去啊？有瘴氣喎！我呢度。搞掂。咦？佢有紅咗嘅？呢度係咩地方？哦，呢度。喂，有人喺度咩？冇啦。
That should be it. According to my map, it's a man-made tunnel that grants easy access to the way station.
驛站 teleport 啦，可能係。哇，咁怪嘅！冇得攞。返去。哦，咁樣可以飛返去先前嗰度。
Bryn's back. Let's fill her in.
We believe we found a way to activate the Loom Gate in our camp and in Glintwood Hollow.
Skies, what are we waiting for? I want to be the first one to travel through a gate.
It will be a defining moment of your career.
So, how do we repair a loom gate?
What made the Enclave remarkable was not merely their constructs, but their ability to power them. It has long been rumored that beneath our very feet exists an extensive magical network known as the Tapestry. The pipe you found in Glintwood Hollow is proof of its existence. It must be a conduit that directs raw magic to the loom gates as a source of power.
And the tangle that formed around it was a leak.
Precisely. Our theory is that patching the rupture will restore power to the gate.
Thankfully, Seven Lane have a plan for that.
We don't know a lot about arcs, but I dug up some old stories from logs that we inherited from a weaver band that broke apart. In notes dated before the Surge, this band managed to get one of the enchanters who worked on the arcs riotously drunk and talking.
Apparently, the Arks have a thin carapace between their skin and their armor plates that's nigh immune to magic, and can be separated in segments. A magically resistant material like that would be perfect to seal a rupture in the tapestry.
So I need to cleave this carapace off the arc. There's no way my sword is strong enough.
Come see me and we can make some improvements to Sola's forge. Which, in turn, means...
I could hone your sword so we can cleave the carapace, no problem.
We'll talk.
Great foresight in removing the debris from the Loon Gates platform. We've got a clear workspace once the patch is forged.
Happy to be one step ahead.
Everyone's got a part to play in this. Let's get to work.
日誌喺布林嘅會在日誌記錄。OK， 涉水完成咗涉水，從涉水積門，整個盾喎，佢意思係要我呢度。摸佢先，涉水啊！
Hey, I know we need to fix up the forge, but before we do, I'd like to talk to you about something.
Sure. What's up?
I owe you an apology.
What for?
I've been a little cold since you've arrived, and I should have been more welcoming. I was just under a lot of stress with everything that happened.
You mean when we ran for our lives from a death cloud into a lost land?
Yeah, that. And losing supplies, and Aurea getting injured, and then having a point takeover who...
Lacks experience.
At the time, that's what it seemed like. But ever since we arrived, you've been more than proving yourself. You made finding food and water a top priority. That's when I realised our Weaver Band is in good hands. I underestimated you when I shouldn't have, and frankly, I was a jerk about it.
It's okay, Cass.
No, it's not. I really am sorry. I hope we can have a better relationship moving forward.
Thanks. That means a lot. Let's just start fresh, okay?
I'd love that.
How are you feeling now that we're starting to get settled?
If this is settled, I'd hate to see us scrambling. I have a hard time letting my guard down when there are so many unknowns. We're still missing supplies and our campsite isn't half what it should be. Can't see myself relaxing and smelling the roses anytime soon.
三個答案都要
The
揀
role
晒
of。 really serious to you. Can I ask why that is?
Because it is serious. If you screw up, we all die.
That seems extreme.
Think of it this way. Let's say we're low on food in the desert. If you scout 3 leagues in the wrong direction, we're all 3 leagues further away from food we need to survive.
Right. I guess I see what you mean. Still sounds like an extenuating circumstance, though.
And being the first to enter the Enclave in almost half a century isn't an extenuating circumstance.
Point taken, I suppose. You know, when talking to Lane, they mentioned that you actually trained to become Point yourself.
前鋒嘅訓練
I was wondering if that had something to do with why we weren't getting along.
Oh, no. Being Point just wasn't for me. That's all.
So, I know Sola mentioned improvements to her forge meant being able to hone my sword. What does that entail exactly?
Unfortunately, the missing supplies I mentioned.
Is there a way I can help you restock?
Right now, we reserve the materials you bring back for your armors and weapons, because that's the priority. But if there's anything you can spare, I can repurpose them into supplies for our campsite.
Sounds simple enough.
Glad to hear it.
回收資源，更改裝備啊！好嘅。每次探索後，隨着布林進行休息，恢復狀態，時間又會嚟細。每天嘅時間呢都會劃分為2次，日間探險同埋夜間探險。極端嘅天氣可能會持續一整天。點樣可以 upgrade 把劍啊？自己 save 嘅。係咪呢個啊？唔係喎，用資源改造營地嘅物，收10個資源啊！佢要。
These are a great start. With this, we lost a lot of stuff when we were running for our lives, but we can rebuild.
What do you have in mind?
Like we discussed, Sola could forge better weapons with improvements to her smithy. Like honing your sword so it can cut through arc armor. Alternatively, Dom could certainly care better for our mantles with new tools for weaving. And to keep you in fighting form, having Lane's alchemical tools in top form is invaluable. There's no end to the improvements we could make around here. And everyone's lives would be safer for it.
What about you?
Me? Oh, I don't need anything.
Come on, there must be something.
I mean, would new shelves be nice? Sure. I also have some ideas for your supply pouches. But don't worry about me. I'm fine. Right now, improving Sola's forge is more important.
Kaz, don't be shy. If it's shelves you want, it's shelves you'll get. We'll organise the crap out of this place in no time.
No, I don't need them. I mean, it would be nice, but I'm fine.
Come on, say it with me. I deserve new shelves.
No.
Yeah, I thought that was a stretch too. Don't worry, we'll make some improvements around here.
Thanks, Bren.
升級喎，升唔升啊？升啊！拉實嘅鍛造爐。可能咁樣先可以 upgrade 嘅武器。
Sola is delighted with the improvements to her forge. She can refine your sword as soon as you'd like. Great work, Bren.
Turns out we make a pretty good team. This campsite will be top of the line in no time.
Yeah. We're definitely going to need to start directing a water flow to the camp. Maybe
So
even
you
install a
know.
fountain in the back. Would help to get a garden going in here too. Fruits, vegetables, medicinal herbs. Oh, that reminds me, we'll need the... What?
Do you ever take a break? You know, to enjoy a job well done?
Sure. Sometimes. Once there are fewer fires to put out, I'll relax. I swear.
Just try to remember, it's not the end of the world if you take a break. Someone will step in to help lighten your load.
It doesn't always feel like the others realise how much needs to get done.
Then tell them. Like how you told me we needed supplies. I stepped in to help, didn't I?
You did. I see your point.
The others will do the same.
Maybe. I'd better get back to work, but this was nice.
與索拉談話禮物喎，再升級喎可以。哦，咦，仲有冇？俾晒佢先。15個空位喎，正喎。咁樣升嘅原來神奇喎，都 OK，明白意思嘅。再升，故事推進先有。咦？去揾啊！攞禮物，索拉係咪？呢度。
I knew we'd recover. We always do. Still feels nice to have my core tools back this quickly.
Still a long way to go, but we'll get there.
Speaking of, I've something for you. We've been scavenging around the way station and reclaimed a fair amount of useful materials. They're stored away and ready for you. Should be enough to reforge your sword as we discussed.
Can you also reforge armor? Improve my bow?
Sure can. Weapons or armor, we can rework them with different materials as you prefer.
What's the key difference between reforging my gear and just making something new?
If you want gear that does something fundamentally different, make something new. For instance, there are fabrics, metals, leathers, and so on that are highly resistant to heat. A suit of armor made of a combination of those would have been incredible against the Drake you faced in the Veil's shadow. If you don't need something additional, and just want to improve what you already have, that's when you reforge. Keeps the clutter down in the caravan.
What should I expect from a reforged sword?
It depends on the materials we use. Some hold edge better, making your swipes that much more deadly. Others make your gear lighter, or, for something like armor, change the way it handles heat and cold.
Sounds like it's time to make something that can punch through arc armor.
刺穿喎。
That's the spirit.
我要6個，哎呀，冇咁多喎。
There you go. Not just good as new, better.
Now that I can cut the carapace free, what's next?
Whenever the band is collaborating on a problem, I'm often the one to create the design, and you'll put it together with me. At least normally they're my designs. Sev actually came up with this one. With carapace and enough metal, I can forge his patch for the leaking conduit.
Any particular metal required?
No, just enough of the same type. Seb and I try to keep our designs flexible to work with whatever we've got in the caravan. Once you have everything you need, we'll forge the patch here.
閣下幽靈冇添。哇，好自由喎！佢嗰個哦，跟住有所有任務。OK。今次玩到呢度先體驗到，其實都唔差嘅。不過可能要一段時間去適應下個模式啊。有啲似咩呢？其實係似薩爾達傳說嘅，有啲似下咁，但個背景又似芬尼克斯啦。好，今次玩到呢度啦，下次再見啦，拜拜。